Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Power Arc. Today, we are back with Death Battle, the brand new one that just came out a few hours ago. Have not seen anything from it. Do not know who's next, which I love because it's been forever. Is no for the last two I have not been spoiled. Thank God. Anyways, Kratos and Asura. Fuck. This is a big fight. See, I'm rooting for Kratos, but depending on how they scale Asura, I think Asura may get it. Depends on how they do this, how they scale. Um Before we start, I did get headphones. Uh so that should help a little bit with the audio problems that I've been having. Hopefully let me know in the comments down below. I am working on getting a new mic to hopefully fix the other half of the audio problem. Hopefully everything goes well. Uh, one quick one quick thing before I start, you may notice that the current record thing says 2013. Okay. There is a death battle reaction that has been recorded and that comes out either Wednesday or Saturday. Uh, which spoiler alert, I got right. So there's that. Yeah. That said, that should be all the housekeeping. Yeah. Let's get this started. Come on, Kratos.
Kratos versus Asura.
The Ghost of Sparta versus the Wrathful Destructor. Cause sometimes you just wanna punch a god in the face. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, let's go.
In the beginning, the Primordials waged war across existence.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. All official materials related to a character is applied to analysis unless found contradictory to primary sources material. Certain alternative media, uh, example B is for boy, and the creator's statements are only applicable as far as far they supported by the primary sources. Okay. That seems like it's going to go to Oscar now. Okay.
A series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang.
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus's strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
Starting the whole messy cycle, Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kronos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus, who battled his own son, Kratos.
To improve your digital security, just turn on NordVPN.
Okay.
As a classic bastard child of Zeus,
I forgot he said over 1,000 years old. Damn, he's a tall fucker. Ghost of Sparta, God of War, marked warrior. Atreus, olives. Mimir, his family. Selfish gods. Solving puzzles. Sackboy. Doesn't want to talk about it. Ah.
Zeus, Kratos was left among Spartan mortals, far exceeding all among him. He became a fierce warrior, winning many a battle, until finally cornered by ruthless barbarians.
Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass, and my life is yours. A deal was made, and Kratos was joined at the bone with the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain swords and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
But Ares had a scheme. While doing work for his god, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family, permanently
fucked
marked
up.
by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He
That's
was,
fucked up.
forevermore, the ghost of Sparta.
So, he was kinda understandably really pissed off. Time for a new god of war. The gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new god of war took out his rage on all of them. And got some new gear out of it, too.
With Poseidon's trident and Icarus's wings, Kratos dominated both sea and sky.
Okay. Greeks, arms of Sparta, barbarian hammer, blade of Artemis, blades of Chaos, blade of Olympus, eye of Atlantis, gauntlet of Zeus, golden fleece, head of Uriel, head of Medusa, Icarus' wings, Poseidon's trident, scourge of Irenaeus, spear of destiny, sun shield, typhoon's blade, and more. From his Norse stories, Leviathan axe, drop near spear, relics, short hilt, talismans, and more. Shields, yes. Rage, Spartan, rage, valor, and wrath. Okay.
He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's.
And the claws of Hades could steal souls, even the soul of Hades himself. Should have thought that one through, man.
Neither Perseus or Hercules were a match for Kratos, nor
Damn.
was Helios, the sun god capable of moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld.
He
Damn.
fought Atlas, the Titan of Strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar of the universe. So Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
And he could do it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Even his
Okay.
grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into existence?
Causing shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light, a frankly incomprehensible feat,
Then there's Daddy Zeus.
who proved a serious challenge, until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus.
It can make tornadoes, lightning, force fields. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons godly energy and can pull enough to even kill Zeus. Like
Damn.
father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
Like a badass, he was unstoppable. Non-stop killing and sex and even more killing. And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
His wife and daughter were still gone. What was he to do?
He didn't know. He wandered aimlessly for years, somehow stumbling
Okay,
into Norse
okay.
mythology where he met Faye, his second wife. Good start, buddy.
Kratos
Yes,
had
yes.
a new lease on life, but he could not escape his past mistakes.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new boy.
Easily the toughest
Boy.
task he ever undertook, especially after Faye unfortunately died of a mysterious illness.
Damn it, not again! But hey, it wasn't Kratos' fault
Yeah,
time.
this time,
And Faye left
fine.
the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe, including the Leviathan axe.
Far from the whirling rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan axe was deliberate and mighty. Said to
I'm loving the telling of Kratos' story. Kratos is one of my favorite characters in video gaming, so I'd love to see like a good representation and the analysis here.
rival Mjolnir itself.
Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with ice magic and a
Okay.
poison even the gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls.
Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the godly Asir.
Too bad he just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons an inner strength with magical properties.
He can
Okay.
even get so pissed off that he straight up heals himself. That seems like the opposite of what should happen.
Not all anger is problematic, and Kratos wields plenty of new
Okay,
weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Dropnir Ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy and blast it back. He even has relics and magic that can warp space and slow down time.
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
Well, not exactly. Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
That's the World Tree, which is like a literal tree that connects the whole universe.
According to Freya, the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs. Every strand, transcending time, transcending space, everything comes back to the tree.
So it's kind of like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest to free the Norse world, Kratos reclaimed old weapons by reckoning with his past sins, even taking up the Blade of Olympus once again.
Even better.
Okay. Let's see. Killed most of the Greek pantheon. Climbed out of the underworld after dying. I believe he's done it twice. Might be wrong there. Forced Atlas to hold up the universe forever. Killed Kronos, who overthrew the creator of the Greek universe. Released hope into the Greek and Norse realms. Survived being thrown across the planet. Reconciled with his past to become a better god, defeated Atlas, Hercules, Zeus, Thor, Odin, fought Shovel Knight to a standstill. What the fuck is that?
He actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy is a man and also a bear.
Kratos made a lifetime of mistakes, but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender. A god of hope.
This battle is...
I am I really love that analysis. I think that's great analysis for Kratos. Yeah. Let's see how they scale Asura. I want to root for Kratos. I want to bet on Kratos, but it depends on how they scale Asura. Okay, let's go.
Long ago, a demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000 years.
After 12,000 years, he's free to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of wrath, Asura.
Alongside 7 other demigod generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit monsters infesting the world.
And the demigods...
Damn. Damn, that's old. 12,500. 28 physically. He's a demigod. Father of Mithra and husband of Durga. Okay. Former member of the 8 Guardians Generals. Wife's family. Yasha Hot Springs QTE. Despite the 7 deities. Chakravati, and hearing his daughter cry, who wouldn't hate that? Chosen inheritor of the universe, put him in They want him in Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay.
Battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy formed from human prayer. Mantra.
By advancing technology with Mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness Mantra through a different emotional affinity. For August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into his wrath,
Asura
can take many forms for battle, like the 6-armed Vajra, a state powerful enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right? right?
Funny you should say that.
God damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine.
Okay.
In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil, just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter, Mithra.
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge mantra
Okay.
energy.
Which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could
God, it's
weaponize
Zeus.
Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously Asura wasn't gonna go along with that. So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him. What a dick.
But true to his
Damn.
nature, Asura was literally too angry to die. So long as a single part of
That's
his
gonna
body
come back
remains
later.
and can possess mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death, thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden spider. He
Okay.
did just that, with an all-new purpose in mind.
Make the gods pay! Oh yeah, they're
Okay,
calling
okay.
themselves gods now. Turns out they're all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to
They're
power up.
anime
So Asura
or
got
animations for
really,
Kratos Asura?
really pissed off.
Oh, sorry,
And through his
Asura.
rage,
Wrath?
Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter
Okay,
whole moons,
okay.
and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen.
Who could dwarf the planet and wreck it with just a finger. Look at this!
Asura is so powerful, his soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma or the deities. He can propel himself with mantra to fly,
Okay.
harden his fists
It has strength, speed, durability, stamina, rapid fire, and homing charge projectiles. Energy spirals, waves, explosion, mantra arms, propelled flight, mantra of wrath, one of 8 Ultra's affinities. Increase Asura's strength, the anger he gets. Manifests fire from mantra resurrection, enables transformation. A mantra reactor.
to break steel,
Okay.
fire explosive energy blasts.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot
Okay.
even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid. Like that one dad that knocks out.
Is there a? Let me know in the comments down below. Is there an anime slash animation for Asura's Wrath? I want to watch it.
A ref at a little league game.
And then the gods killed that girl too,
Damn.
along with her whole village,
Damn.
sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though
Fuck.
they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy who literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets. What
Damn.
did you think was gonna happen?
Yet even in berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy
Okay.
now. The man can launch so much angry mantra, he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's
Damn.
anger raised to levels so high even he
Metalized arms, 6 metalized arms, 4 mantra arms, mantra boats and beams. Wrath Asura, mantra Asura, supercharged metalized arms. Asura the Destroyer, planet-sized interstellar
He
fight.
couldn't contain
Okay.
it, scorching him into his wrath form.
Even though it hurts Asura while he's in it, this form is still perfect for absolutely shit-stomping a snobby demigod's face in.
Okay,
It's
okay.
okay though, his brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome, they're bros again! Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst, then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms! His mantra form, finally, a power capable of killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast!
Deus was defeated and Gaia
Damn.
was saved. Yet, Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop!
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chakravartin, the creator of Mantra and the entire universe.
And everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it! That thing
Damn.
can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw hands.
Enter the Mantra reactor, capable of holding 7 trillion.
Mantra Reactor focuses Asura's affinity with full control, bypassing any detrimental effects such as his wrath from the to wrath form to ascend to a far greater power. Okay.
souls, Asura instead used it as a
Okay.
vessel for a far greater power.
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny, when that was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet. Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated whole stars.
Chakravartin was understandably impressed and offered Asura a chance to take his place.
Annihilated planets and stars, rescued Mithra after 12,500 years of suffering. Damn! Shredded it through an army of Goma while without arms. Made Agus draw his sword for the second time ever. Defeated Wizen, Agus, Deus, Goma Vitra, Yasha, and Chakravartin. Fought Akuma Uni to a standstill. Okay.
Asura smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Right into Chakra's face, as if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of Mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug, a meteor, or Ryu, right in the balls.
It's interesting. Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything. All because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay. Now that's a god I can get behind.
Same. I think that was. I haven't played Asura Wrath, so I don't know. I wouldn't know if it was accurately depicting his character. But I thought that was a great analysis for him. The part that I was not looking forward to, making final decisions on who will win this fight. I am going to, against better judgment, I'm going to bet on Kratos. I feel like Asura is going to take it. I'm betting on Kratos because I love him too much to bet against him. I'm losing point, and let's go.
This battle is sponsored by
Went up to one out on the
What if
death to get run your game.
It's time for
All
the
right, the combatants
battle.
are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
it's
Let's go.
time for a dead battle?
Let's go. Oh, shit.
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia. But not for long. You do not want this fight.
It's a misunderstanding. They're fighting for misunderstanding. Oh no. Oh, this is sad music too. Oh shit. Damn. Oh shit.
You let your wrath consume you. I have been down that road before. Shut up! Very well.
Taxes
Fuck you, Jumper Tax.
was
Fuck
waiting
you.
and wondering.
Oh no, she's crying. Fuck. This is a fuck. Devil Artemis, you cook. You cook, devil.
This is not my end!
Shit. He's going to catch it. Oh fuck. Is Kratos known to be this?
Death has not heard me yet, Titan! But you deserve a worthy end!
Asura? Oh shit! Fuck, damn! Kratos is no nipping this! Did Kratos just no dip this?
You are a monster no longer. I never was.
But he can come back. He's coming back though. Oh shit!
Hey-o! Well, I guess Asura's wrath really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Oh
Asura has
shit!
some amazing displays of apocalypse.
Oh shit! What the? I don't think I've ever seen a no diff so. Oh my! What the fuck? What? Oh my! Whoa! The my. Oh my god! I can't- That's crazy. That that's like the first like no diff I've seen in Death Battle that I seen. Oh my god! Also did no damage to Kratos. Fuck yes. Let's go.
Destruction. But the full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual, we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized.
Kratos directly defeated Atlas in combat, who had just recently captured Helios, further supporting the notion that Kratos outspeeds Helios.
As to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent.
If Asura were to destroy the planet Kratos was on, he would survive in outer space, as shown in his battle with Ares. The event is further as a non-illusionary in God of War 2 and in novelizations.
Consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
But what does speed matter if you don't know how to use it? Let's cover experience. Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience.
Okay,
But when it comes
okay.
to versatility, he couldn't match all the weapons and abilities Kratos had.
Sure, Asura's quite skilled and a monster at martial arts, but his
Okay.
fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat, slowing down.
Kratos' time slowing powers would enable a safer approach, gaining a significant edge. Own time manipulation affected Asura, indicating a vulnerability. Okay.
Time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies, like mantra.
Yeah, when Asura loses all his mantra.
Okay. In God of War Ascension, Hades and his warriors empower themselves with souls representing as green orbs. The blade of Olympus drained Kratos of his green orb in God of War 2, supporting the notions that it can distort mantra. It in a similar form of spiritual energy. Okay, verse
Extra
equalization.
energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed: versatility and multiple ways to.
Despite Asura's so being restraint to manipulation, mantra energy has been harnessed and forcibly controlled before, such as by the mantra reactor. Okay.
Finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could, Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura.
In the manga, Asura's rage is so immense that he's able to survive without his core and outpace Deus' absorption method, regenerate immediately. Kratos' multiple sources of absorptions can drain, being stronger than Asura, suggesting Asura would eventually succumb. Keeping his body parts separated is also a viable counter in that continuity, which Kratos should be capable of.
Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do. If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom, he'd kick Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
But a closer examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Okay.
Extremely impressive and unfathomable. However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times.
Throughout the game, Kratos directly interacts with the tree and collects dew from its branches. In Norse myth, Yggdrasil is generally considered an ash tree. However, God of War Cookbook of the Nine Realms describes it as a Yule tree, which is slightly less dense than ash. Okay.
Times over.
That's almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you give us Asura's Wrath too, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Asura's The Sun Rises. The god of wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
But what if...
Oh, what the fuck? No way. They're giving Kratos an ending. Oh my god.
And that concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end. Next time on Death Battle.
Wait. Oh shit.
Subscribe and
What the fuck? Ghost Rider Spawn. Oh my god. But favorite episode of all time. No if ands or buts about it. This is my favorite episode of all time. Analysis perfect. Battle perfect. Conclusion perfect. And now an alternative ending, giving my favorite character the ending he deserves. Perfect. And then the next time, perfect. What the death battle? Death battle. Take that fucking like. You fucking deserve it. God. Oh my. Oh my. Fuck. Damn. Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. Um. I will be watching that like 5 more times tonight. Okay. Let's see. Oh my. Oh my. Fuck. That was perfect. 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 Yeah. Thank you all for watching me fanboy out over Kratos winning. Oh my. Oh, and I guess, if I had to, 21 and 13 boys. Boys, we got another one right. Let's go. But fuck, that's great. That's fucking perfect. Thank you all for watching. Anything y'all would like to see me react to, comment down below. If you're fanboying out just as much as me, comment that down below too. I want to fan out with y'all. Fuck, that's great. That's fucking great. Oh my god. Shit. Well, while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe. Share this around. This might be a little long, but share it around, please. That helps. Fuck, that's great. Fuck. Until next time, guys. I've been John, and I'll be seeing.